It starts at the University of Botswana. I was there as a Fulbright scholar doing research at the university. And one of the topics that came up was the issue of sugar daddies.
One of the moments that really inspired the start of Youth Impact is that one of the big challenges that we're seeing in Botswana was that intergenerational relationships are a big driving force as it relates to HIV and AIDS.
I had been really familiar with some evidence on a sugar daddy program, had a randomized control trial showing that a 1-hour kind of anti-sugar daddy class was very effective.
We found that 90% of young girls in schools don't know that older partners are risky.
Just about 5% of young kids have HIV, but 45% of older men have HIV. And when you reveal that graph, kids would gasp in shock, and literally gasp. We ended up evolving into a 42,000 person study across a third of the country. Measuring impact is at the foundation, at the core of why we do what we do, and that guides everything. So evidence-based for us means both starting from the evidence and also learning, continuing to learn. We're a learning organization.
We were visited by back then it was called Young Love, and now it's Youth Impact. They visited us at our school, and it was more of them teaching us life skills, things to do with teenagehood and growing up and finding yourself.
Our health program is a program that educates young people about the risks of dating older partners. In a nutshell, we teach young people to make healthy relationship choices. They're having fun, they're getting engaged, and they're opening up and they're asking the right questions.
One of the big core components of this program is that the messenger matters. We find that when a young person delivers this information to another young person, it's much more impactful as well as relatable and relevant.
Now I was well informed and knew now what to avoid and what to do in certain situations. So getting HIV wasn't likely to happen.
And then we see these profound effects in terms of agency, breaking the silence, improved knowledge, better dating behavior, safer sex, and reduced pregnancy.
So one of our key goals as an organization is to integrate with governments.
And one of the very first people that we formed a very strong relationship with was the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Education at the time, Grace Muzila, and she took tremendous interest in this.
For you to develop your economy, for you to prosper, you need to start with the foundation. I call them the critical factors for prosperity, education and health, and that is where Youth Impact is.
Youth Impact helps the youth make well-informed decisions to be able to know a lot about themselves, their body, and their health.